in progress.
August 5th, 2026, 7 p.m. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Mayor Kent Lubers,
Here.
trustees Nick Beelan,
Here.
David Benson Jr.,
Here.
Matt Bedrosky,
Here.
Dan Carey,
Here.
Ron Samplalen,
Here.
John Buckley,
Here.
Attorney Bryce Lickfield,
Here.
Chief Woody Hall,
Here.
Brian Rader, Clerk Cindy Miller present.
Need a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes and committee meeting minutes from July 15th, 2026.
Make a motion to approve the regular meeting minutes, meeting minutes for July 15th, 2026. Second.
Nick.
Yes.
Dave.
Yes.
Matt.
Yes.
Dan.
Yes.
Ron.
Yes.
John.
Yes.
All right, citizens input. Citizens input.
My name is Kurt Tank. I live on Mother Banks Road next to the legal home in Dunn. Okay, so I gave you a month off from asking about the vehicle being labeled. Here we have that.
It's labeled.
All of them,
It's labeled.
all of them.
It's labeled.
What about the ones that it's all peeling off and be replaced? Because they've already been on there because they look pretty sharp.
Yeah, you can look at that.
Okay, great. Good. That wasn't so hard, was it? Oh.
Good evening. I also live switch to the illegal opened up. I have some. I need to put down with you. So that is something you've seen over and over and over, but I want to discuss it in this publicly, get it on record. That is special use permit 1901 SP. I would like everyone to notice the highlighted in yellow, a special use permit. This is, and we all agree this is our special use permit we use. Applications are they're non-refundable. And I thought that's the wrong line, sorry. They are non-transferable, but look at line 1, name of applicant. It's not a company, it's not a business, it's a person. Do we not all see that and agree? And can read that? Anyone? It says it. It even talks about their property and interest, it's the same name. Name of owners, the same, literally same. So recently, you received information from an integrity officer asking questions. And he asked pretty simple things, copies of business license application. He says to you all, Secretary of State, as the managers listed as Alex Holmes, Megan Holmes, not Kim Holmes. He's also trying to find out if the special use permit that was granted to the original owner, look back at number 1, owner manager Kim Holmes was transferred to Alex and Megan Holmes. You all know the answer. It was, but not transferred. Special use permits are non-transferable. Instead, what she did was she gave a business license to someone who doesn't live on that property. Well, we call that damn subletting. We don't do that, right? We don't sublet. We sublet it. So I can sublet my property and let a business run there? I guess you wouldn't do that. Larry, Doug, want to sublet your properties? Make some money? Guarantee they're not gonna stop you. And if they do, I'll go to court with you. But, and I do not want to start getting back into it with Cindy. I think we're on a good page and we'll keep us on a good page. Her response for your request. And she says, copy of the current special use permit, as I said, 1901 SP for Homes Trucking and Excavating LLC. Special use permits are valid for the life of the applicant. Refer back, guys, can all read, it's a simple name, who the applicant is, the life of the applicant. She then says, though, which is business. That's not true. I don't know who told you that, Cindy. That's not true. Nowhere on 1989, on the business license, does it say Homes Truck and Excavating. That wasn't even the company name at that time. Kim Homes Truck. That's what it was. You know that. You know that. Then it became Homes Trucking and Excavating and started registering with the state in 2013. We all keep wanting to know when this all happened, when the original special use permit from 1989 was breached. I know the answer. You all know the answer. The first time something wasn't followed. Like putting the second bucket, dumping, stockpiling, bringing 1,640 gallons of fuel onto a property without permission. I mean, just crazy stuff, guys. And I'm gonna quote my attorney. You can't make this shit up, and if that wasn't enough. So pretend the special use permit was correct, and that's a far fetch, but let's pretend. Let's go to the business license. Last year and this year, 25 and 26. On the business license, I understand that if the license is granted, falsified statements on the application shall consider the cause for revocation of business license. Uh-oh. Megan Holmes does not live at 342. Shouldn't live there. She's got that on the application, not once, but twice. Woody knows where she lives. Give her a ticket at her address. Or at least one of your officers. It's not 342. I got the body cam. They had to go to her house to give her the ticket. So, right, guys, this is no good now. But you keep signing it. And then again, that's not enough. So what the integrity officer was referring to, you asked for us to prove this. So I'm proving it. You asked for that. Not in private, but public. So the integrity officer did something that a smart trustee already did. And he pulled the Illinois State document. You've all received a copy. And he already knew the answer when he asked the question. And he asked, was it transferred? Well, right here, Articles of Amendment, right here. New manager, Alex Holmes and his address, Megan Holmes and alive for an address. Remove Kim Holmes. Yeah, remove Kim Holmes. And if that's not enough, I have another document dated May 6, 2025. Showing this price. I'll read it to you guys though. This cost me a lot of money. Right here. And this is a court document, a transcript. And I'll bore you with all of it. We'll start on page 21. It's pretty simple. He says, you understand as the corporate representative is, you understand what that is. That's my attorney asking Alex Holmes. He said, not entirely. My attorney says, okay, but yet you're testifying here today that you are the corporate representative of the trucking company. Alex then says, I oversee all activity done for Holmes Trucking. He says, you're not the president of the company? He said, Alex says, the company doesn't have a president. And he says, so when your father testified that he was the president of Holmes Trucking in his deposition, that's too dumb, I'm gonna read that another day. That is not true. He said, my father, Alex Holmes said, my father may have understood that he was the president because he was the owner and proprietor. And my attorney says, in fact, he's the only owner of the company, correct? And Alex asks to the judge, do I have to answer that? He says, you know the answer. And he says, he no longer is the owner of the company. Stop finding the bullshit, guys. This is the truth. It's all right here in black and white. You're not that goddamn stupid. Your zoning guy comes out and does an inspection several months after the Hollywood Heights Fire Department chief comes out. In April, the chief comes out, April 27th, the exact 3 p.m. No, 3:30 p.m. And he gets this really nice report, plain bill of health. You can see the address, the extinguishers are all present, correct, labeled, everything's good. Good housekeeping. This is great. No excessive combustible storage on property observed. So yeah, obviously didn't go to that, but there's $1,640 diesel fuel, right? Or he did this. I don't know. But no good, right? The best part is it didn't stop there. On 7/6, Jerry Keel and Jimmy Alvarez go out to do an inspection. I have a laundry list of things I sent them to look for. Or I saw it. He has a copy of it. It's pretty detailed, wasn't it? Where things are parked even that need to be looked at per MS4. Okay? Dan, you're on that email. Want to hear what Jimmy found? Fire extinguisher moved per inspection. He trumped the fire chief? Or did the fire chief not really look? Moved barriers to secure fuel tanks. You guys ought to start getting real nervous about that. You know what I was told by a state fire marshal inspector? Quarter-mile kill zone if that goes. And we got a fire chief that comes out, doesn't see an issue with it. You all have this, guaranteed. And you've got a zoning administrator that has to have it moved because it's not safe. Please tell me you all see a problem with this. This better be a huge problem to every one of you. Because I'm going to tell you, see all these people? They're witnesses. Even the police officers. If my neighborhood goes and something happens to me, I promise you, like Dave likes to go around saying people don't like me, people hate me. I promise you there's a ton of people that love me, whether you believe it or not. And guess who will pay for this? You got any mirrors? Take a look. And let's hope it don't happen. I just don't understand why you all can't do your job right. I mean, I know you go after other people. I know you do. And try to make them do things right. What is it about this that you can't do right? I got one thing, I almost forgot. Mike Wagner gave me something really good. He also was interviewed. I forgot this. It's probably the best part of tonight. Everyone that pays taxes and Caseyville might want to skin a new attorney. Mike Wagner may not be a good attorney for the village of Casey, and you all might want to rethink him too. Mike Wagner told an investigator that he has told me to civilly sue our village. Who does that? What attorney? Okay, I've been in HR for a very long time and worked like this with employment attorneys. And they have always said, keep us from getting sued, not set us up for a lawsuit. Or tell, well, first of all, it's a lie. I've never had a conversation with Mike Wagner. I think that one up there with me and you, and that wasn't said. He was sitting there. I remember one of the first few meetings, but he didn't tell me to sue the village. I promise. And you've never told him to sue the village. But he told an investigator for the state of Illinois that he has told me to civilly sue the village. Do we want that? Do we want a guy that wants? We got for years, yeah.
Okay, come on, we're
But-
gonna.
Wait a minute. He says also, when he was asked about that, special use permit, he says that we have to abide by it. Same term. Yeah, and he also says Kim Holmes transferred that business out of his name. He says he transferred it to a trust. That's the first transfer for the non-transferable. And then he transferred it to his kids. Might have to take Mike's advice.
Any other citizens input?
On the record, we're getting ready to vote on, or out of the clear now that we're voting on our CBA meetings now. I'd like to take a few minutes just to kind of get you ready to vote and why we voted the way we did. We have two parcels down on 80 Bush. Parcel number 1 is the north, parcel number 2, 3, and 4 is the south end. Totally two pieces of land. One is farmland that is surrounded by a very large waterway and another piece of property before you even get to another home. So to the south end, there's no waterway for any water to be draining anywhere. It's flat land. They've already have water bubbles, which everybody knows that lives in Caseyville, that 81st Street has water issues. Been going on for years. Go on there, but the problem is, at that end of town, any altercation in that property could cause harm to any other properties in that area. We don't know that 100%, but we can guarantee it. And when I asked the solar company, who guaranteed that your equipment or anything that you do to this property, can you guarantee that it will not affect anybody in this area? I got no comment. Besides that, these people down there already with the water issues, MSD ignores them. I had one resident tell me that you can't flush his toilet when we got hard rains, the water will not go through the system. It's either low or it's just slow because of all the water. I've gone down there every time it has rained in the last 2 months, every time we get a hard rain, and there's water everywhere. They don't have a choice. Until this levee is fixed, and it may be 10, 20 years from now, this is what they've got to deal with. I don't think it's fair to say that if one piece of property, if we don't give them the rest of the properties, they're gonna abolish the whole system, well then so be it, because we were told last April, when we gave them an okay to do that project at the north end, it would start in 2 months. I went down there today. I see a beautiful field of soybean. There's nothing done down there. And I even asked them that, why is the project not starting? It's always Amherst fault. That's the same answer we get every time we ask. I called him, talked to an engineer. He had no idea what I was even talking about. So the whole story of this whole project is not adding up. There's people that don't want it. And whatever promises that have been made to this village, The residents come first. We're not here to do anything to harm these individuals and where they live. And that's the way it is. That's all for that. I hope you take that into consideration when you vote.
Yep.
And the other thing, do we have an ordinance officer anymore? Anyway, no ordinance.
Well, yeah,
Starting.
they're all doing it. Right.
Ordinance officer will be back in late August, I believe, he had.
So we're getting a new one.
Yes,
Yes.
and what we're voting on tonight is for the auto, the solar facility is the next meeting.
I know that, but I wanna, just in case, I want you all to know, so you can think about it very well before that meeting comes to play. I might not be here. Oh my God, so who knows? But grass is up to 3 feet tall. And thank you, Brian, he's not here, that they did do some maintenance on the roads, so I'm happy with that, and so is all the other residents. I need to know what day is that dumpster down by the work station? City. Work station,
See,
when did they?
to recycle.
Yeah, Tuesday, on Tuesday? Is that what you said, Tuesday?
I thought it was
We
Wednesday.
missed
I thought it was Wednesday.
Well, it ain't been empty already,
It hasn't been empty,
no.
it's usually filled back.
There's council.
Just say it's usually packed.
And what about the thing in front of the, is that ever gonna be moved, or is that permanent?
Did she talk to somebody about that?
90 days, they've already been for a month.
When they were notified, we'll finally make contact with them, they have 90 days.
90 days, from when? From
Whatever they contact, I'm not exactly sure what date they were contacted on, I know zoning had a couple conversations with them in the last few months. Within the next 30 days.
people living there or what? I mean, they've been there for years.
No, he's bought it and planned on turning it into a house, but nothing has been brought to the village yet for permits or anything.
Are we over the one in, by McDonald's on 157 He's got one in front of the gas
They've
station.
been notified also.
Or these one.
Yeah, they have 90 days for order, so those are all in the works.
Good enough. Okay, guys, keep in mind, the solar farm. They can have this, but they can't have the other. Bottom line, we all voted unanimously. All I got.
Citizens input.
I'll stay on board there.
I'm sorry, can you speak up just a little more?
Your name, please.
Lynetta Jordan. I stay on Gordon Avenue, been there for about 50 years, close to it. I would like to know who's the precinct commissioner. We don't have nobody to talk to down there. It floods are bad. I want to purchase, you talked to me today, Danny. I want to purchase the property next door to me. That's two different properties. And I want the one next door to me. It's getting bad down here. And we got a truck stop coming in, or y'all gonna hire more police or whatever, you know, we need more protection down there. It's getting real bad down there. But I would like to purchase the property next door to me. Who's paying the taxes on?
Well, right now, there's no taxes, it's going by the village.
What's the address on that,
Yeah,
Dan?
I'll, like I talked to you the other day, I'll discuss with a couple of the guys and try to figure out what we're doing. And we do have another batch of properties that are, people can showing interest in, so we will be looking at posting some other properties here shortly.
So there's two right next door to my house, and I would like to get that if it's, you know, it's right next door to my house. There's two of them, but I want the one next door to me at 8722 going there. And if y'all could give me the precinct commitment or somebody that I could talk to, because it's crazy down there. It's a lot going on down there. And I need to get in touch with somebody. I mean, if we got a precinct commitment, do we even have one?
I have no idea.
That area, right?
Cause we don't, I didn't see nobody until it's time to vote. For real.
What issues are you having getting crazy now? Give us an example.
It's a lot need to, I mean,
Traffic.
yes, a lot of traffic, it's crazy down there.
Is there speeding yet or just traffic?
Traffic, a lot.
Problems from all those. That's what I was.
So that's my complaint right there.
Any other citizens input?
They put the sign
You did.
for Williams. The sign for the Lincoln, right? Lincoln's going to be repaid. The sign down 157 says Forest and 157. It's Lincoln down at the stop sign, that's Forest. So is it gonna be down towards Forest or just Lincoln? Lincoln?
To the state, it's all Lincoln. It's all Forest Boulevard, I guess. It's only Lincoln at Village of Caseyville. The rest of it's all Forest Boulevard to the state.
County road also, that's not on.
State.
It's a state road.
State road.
State road.
So they're just gonna go from 157 down. You change it, I'm thinking about. You know, that Forest to Lincoln, so people know. That's-
Any other citizens input?
Evening, my name is Nick Arter. I'm here tonight to represent Insurance Auto Auctions, part of the vote. You know, that's probably not the forum to, you know, open this for any further discussion with y'all, but here, there were any questions prior to that vote, just to update since the zoning board meeting and approval of those variances, we have moved the current units off of that section along Gunner Drive, next to the truck stop. And that with our operations staff last week, we kind of, you know, that's the new normal for them, operation and finding home for them. Again, thank you for your consideration.
Nick,
Yes, sir.
I got one issue. Twice now I've been down at Cracker Barrel for lunch or breakfast.
Sir.
And your trucks bringing cars in and out are using the wrong road. They're going behind Cracker Barrel when they're supposed to be on the straight. So that road is designated not to be, trucks go down. So if there's some way, and I asked our city administrator, Brian, was with me the one day for lunch. And said that all those trucking companies supposedly were notified of that, but yet we see one after another turn and go down behind Cracker Barrel, behind the motel,
Is that old?
in that way. Yeah, I think that's Old Country Lane. So if you could try to correct that situation and use the right road. That would be-
I'll reach out to the operator.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other citizens input? Citizens input. All right, we're gonna go to new business, plan zoning.
Motion to approve tonight, resolution 26-29, adopting the determination of the Peaceable Zoning Board of Appeals in case number ZBA 004-2026, approving with amendments, various request of insurance auto auction Inc. pertaining to the Article 2 zoning code division 2 general zoning regulation 40-2-22 E and F. I sat in on that zoning board of appeals meeting. They agreed to meet the terms that the BBA requested. They actually offered, agreed to move some of the burnout bars and kind of get them out of eyesight of certain areas. So I think everything's in compliance. Everything, so, anybody got any questions? He's willing to speak up. I don't make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Anybody got any discussion? Nick?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Matt?
Yes.
Dan?
Yes.
Ron?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Correspondence, I believe we have some.
We do. This is a hazardous waste permit renewal for Safety Clean Systems located at 20 Tucker Drive in Caseyville.
The Illinois Environmental Protection Agency, Illinois EPA, hereby gives notice of its intent to approve a renewed Resource Conservation and Recovery Act, RCRA permit that requires Safety Clean Systems, Inc., Caseyville Service Center to continue to manage hazardous waste and potentially infectious medical waste, PIMW. The Caseyville Service Center, owned and operated by Safety Clean Systems, Inc., manages hazardous and non-hazardous waste for storage and or transfer to approved off-site waste management facilities. The facility is located at 20 Tucker Drive in Caseyville, Illinois. The interested public is invited to review copies of the renewal permit application, draft renewal permit, and facility fact sheet at the Caseyville Public Library District, 2419 South Second Street, Caseyville, Illinois, 62232. Thank you.
Approval of bills.
General fund, $85,933. That's fire protection. $498.44. Community building, $3,407.05. Our motor fuel, $433.44. Spark, $995.74. Water bills, $255,912.44. Main Street Business District, $25. EAC Incorporated, $1,049.67. State forfeiture, $497. Hotel motel, $6,185.57. Tip-two, $1,598.82. Tip-four, $1,872.45, for a total of $359,008.79. The bills were already paid.
Second.
Nick,
No, due to some contract issues.
Dave,
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Dan,
Yeah.
Ron,
Yes.
John.
No, because of the lawyer fees and we don't have a contract that I've seen with them. I suggest no on the attorney and I want all the village employees in that paid, but I'm not gonna condone this.
Okay, chief.
Yeah, it was after July, 141 traffic stops. And misdemeanor arrests, 15 felony arrests, 10 warrant arrests, 12 violations, and 228 following services. Pretty busy month. Also, on that, we told the cops on Friday at Irrigated. And Irrigated, we were generosity, numbers off of that. It was about 5 to 8. And all money raised for the top of the cops for everything. About a mile. So I am there. So they're doing general maintenance. I have nothing else at this time
Okay,
on public works.
turn.
Yeah, Deb was talking about the ordinance officer. Yeah, I'll look forward to seeing one back up there, but I can report that we are seeing zoning ordinance violations still reported. They're still coming through. So that's good, but again, we'll look forward to seeing that officer up there next month. And then I'd like to make a recommendation for ordinance. As it pertains to the ZBA, the ordinance does say that needs to be heard by the board, but some of the language could be tightened up a little bit, especially when it comes to the timings. It says at the very next meeting, it's supposed to come up, but that doesn't give notice of the 30 days that we've discussed in the past. So make that recommendation. That's all I've got.
And Deb, I did give the chief 4 different things today.
Pardon?
I gave the chief 4 different things today. Code violation. So they're calling all of us and we're reporting to them. We do need to go into closed session after committee for personnel possible litigation. Okay, I need a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Nick,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
Dan, Ron,
Yeah.
John.
Yes.
Okay, go committee, administration.
Ongoing negotiations with the public treasurers. Open the rates. Just 5% increase for another 10 years. Trying to beat them down over that. We challenge them back at 375. They come back at 5. So negotiations.
They don't even have offices. Well, you better call, go to our interviews. You can't call,
I'll give you a phone number. You have a meeting.
And they don't take it back, yes. And
They were behind. Yeah, I got a call.
yes, no, it's not a holiday.
I got a question on that, that's probably getting that. I do believe it, normally the village attorney's responsibility to try to keep us out of negotiations, correct, or out of litigations,
It is.
for that to be said. Hope that's not the practice that's going on.
No, and I don't believe that it is the practice that's going on. One of our jobs is to assess what issues are potential, and what would happen if litigation occurred. The situation involving the Holmes Trucking with the special use permit has been reviewed, and we're confident in our position on that. I can't speak to what Mike Wagner individually said, but as it pertains to potential litigation, we're confident in our position there. So, that's where I would stand on that.
Annexation,
No, nothing.
emergency management,
Nothing at this time.
finance,
Nothing.
ordinance.
Yes, there's a few ordinances that we're kind of working on right now, right? Well, changing the verbiage on one, we got a few others that we're trying to get some stuff together that we'll be getting onto the board for everybody to review here coming up soon. That's all I have for ordinance.
Plan and zoning,
A few things here. The zoning report, was in July. Approximately 5 occupancy inspection review. Insurance, issued 1 residential roof and siding project permit, 3 roofs, solar permits, 1 fence permit, above ground swimming pool permit. Sign permit, a demo permit this past month, got ongoing inspection through construction through village. We had a couple of, few contractors working without permits that were stopped, and we're trying to work with them to collect fees. We do have some development on the south end that is in the the design phase right now, that will be coming up here for discussion in the near future, kind of let everybody know what's going on with that. July 14th, we did have a DBA meeting, which we discussed last meeting. Other than that, taking action on complaints, legal dumping, easement violations, paying utilities, various right alongs through town. Keep an eye on things. That's all I have under building zoning report. And 422 South Main, they did do the asbestos inspection on that property, so hopefully we'll be moving forward on getting that shortly. This is the piece we were waiting on, and we'll be moving forward on that.
Do we have any other previous asbestos reports from any other properties we've tore down?
That would be something that should have in zoning from every permit that's issued. And whatever reports we get back from.
They don't exist, and understand to that part, they don't exist.
Got a little bit of information back to some of the business renewals. So there's been some questions, different things, got business owners in town that have not applied for the renewals. So I kind of did a little deep dive in our ordinance with zoning administrator. Once a business license is renewal is applied for and is inspected, they have 30 days to comply. And on July 15th, our business license expired. But if they're within good standards, they have that 30-day window. With that being said, refusal and interference with inspections is not compliance. The inspections is not just health and safety, it's also the code and ordinance of the village and the business license. If they do expire, they have to be brought up to full code and all compliance with any resolution, ordinance, anything in the village. So just so business owners, residents are aware, this is what we're working through. And we have some that have not even applied yet. And we have some that are still not compliant, so we're getting close to that 30-day window. We don't want to shut any business down, but we have to uphold our end of keeping these ordinance and everything in check.
Dan, I'm gonna disagree. We pick and choose who we vote to those ordinances. We don't do it equally, we don't do it fairly, we don't do it across the board. And you can't disagree with that.
Need to sign that.
Yeah, that needs to go down. That's fine. I did see, and I commend you for taking it down on Hollywood Heights Road, because that was a huge slap in the face, that you follow ordinances right down the road from where you don't. So thank you, whoever took that down. I'm gonna guess it's one of Brian's guys. Thank you for taking it down. Every time I drove past it, huge slap in the face.
Please.
Yeah, for, those that don't know yet, Lucas Ward, who, worked for the DEA task force for a while now, has been offered a full-time position with the DEA, which is a great thing for Lucas. He's a great kid, great officer, and for his age to get a government job like that is fantastic. So we will be finishing up testing and eligibility list, and hopefully in the very near future, when we have a good list to pick from, we will be putting on a full-time officer in replacement of Lucas Ward. Hopefully soon. That's all I got, please.
Okay, with the police station, we've got to come up with what do we want to do with it? Because we're going to get Hartman involved in that as soon as these properties. Do we want to? What do we want to do with it? Apartment, office building, winery,
We had any
beer distributor.
potential buyers yet?
Well, he needs to know what we want. He needs some direction from us before.
Taking into consideration the reports previously for the past 2 to 3 years, that the roof leaks, that it's full of asbestos, so on and so forth. How are we going to legally and morally sell a building that's full of asbestos per our own language?
As is. Sold as is. The asbestos is supposed to be all removed already for years through construction. But now mold, there might be mold in there.
Is there documentation to prove the asbestos was A tested, B removed? I don't think so. I think we just talked about it.
But a building's been under construction numerous times over the
Yeah,
years.
was there documented technically?
They're good in construction.
A lot of times when they do construction, they cover up the asbestos because it's cheaper to cover it than it is.
We all sat here and said it's full of asbestos. Encapsulation, it's going to danger to the community. We don't know how many people were in and out of those doors.
We could have it tested before we decide what we're gonna do with it.
If
Regardless,
you ever, sooner or later, somebody's gonna get inside there.
and regardless, it's gonna have to be tested if it's gonna be demolished or we're gonna sell it. We gotta have it tested. So
I disagree with you.
let's move forward with it.
Sold as is.
And then
Okay.
we'll go from there and figure out what our options are.
They took playground home. Give the kids something, thinking you have to go play, you can't play in school. So can they after school?
We got a mini park right in front of the city garage, 2 blocks down.
Okay, you're right, right.
The big parts of it does.
Public Works.
I don't have, anything, and Brian didn't have anything either.
Special events. Cemetery.
None at this time.
Okay, I need a motion to go into closed session. For personnel, possible litigation.
And possible litigation.
Second.
Nick,
Yes.
Dave,
Yeah.
Matt,
Yes.
Dan,
Yes.
Ron,
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Thank you all for coming.
Woody, you gotta make sure they all